Welcome everybody. It's just delightful to see such a great cross-section of faces from across the sector. I wanted to thank ZSL for hosting us. This is a fantastic room. We were all so excited when we came last week to have a look. And also thank you to the Kaluskal-Benkian Foundation who provided the funding for today's event. It's really hugely appreciated, and I know there are organisations who came today who wouldn't have been able to come had there been a charge. So I'm only going to speak, sorry everyone, I'm going to speak for 1 minute quickly to just ground this event in terms of sort of the funder perspective, the environmental funders perspective, and what the network's perspective, why we are involved in it. So for those of you who don't know, EFN is a network of trusts and foundations and individual donors who support environmental causes, all kinds of environmental causes. And the reason the network exists is in part to improve the effectiveness of environmental philanthropy, to make sure that every pound spent philanthropically is as effective and powerful as possible. And of course, our interest in effectiveness extends well beyond philanthropy, but to the sector itself. We would like to see how funders can support the most effective and powerful environmental movement that there can be. And I'm sure everyone in this room is of a similar mind. That is basically why we are helping to organise this workshop. Last year, we conducted a survey of chief executives of UK environmental groups. I think many of you have already picked this up, but there are copies of this at the back. The report from the survey is called What the Green Groups Said. And amongst many other findings, one of the most useful findings was that the sector's leaders told us that they felt that they and their staff, as a top priority, needed to invest in improving their skills around communications and framing. So when Ella came to us with an idea for doing a workshop, we pounced on it because we'd been looking for ways to act on the various findings from the report. And we're really hoping that you'll come away today just with some new ideas and perspectives on how to frame the many issues that you work on differently. We have people who work on wildlife conservation, on toxins in the environment, on marine conservation, people who work with the arts and culture. I mean, all sorts of you are here. So I hope you'll all come away with different ideas about how you can reframe the issues that you're working on, and also that you'll use the opportunity to network with one another, to talk across issue areas and see what are the frames that encapsulate all of the issues that you work on that might be more powerful and more effective. And we also have a really good number of funders here, so I hope you'll take the opportunity to talk to them and to each other about what you're doing. Finally, we are quite interested, today will be quite broad, we're talking to people who have reframed a number of different issues. So we'll be going quite broad, and in the months to come we'd love to do webinars that go deeper into different issue areas. So if you have ideas for that, please come and talk to me afterwards or send me an email, and we'd love to try and follow through. So, thank you everybody, and I'll pass over to Louisa from the Kaluskal-Benkian Foundation.